So, do you believe in the power of manifestation? Because I see you as a practical example. So, how far do you believe?
Yeah, look, we all have different philosophies and belief systems, but when it's a belief, if it's true, then it must work for every single person. And so I think of the people who are human trafficked, who've been sold by their own mother for at 4 years old. You can't tell them, just manifest your new future. Be good, do good, and good's going to happen. I think bad happens to us all.
Yes.
Now, I'll tell you this, that if you don't muster up any motivation or inspiration, then where you are in our circumstance and not believing beyond what you see and feel, actually will limit you. And I've actually seen now rescued human trafficked teenagers who actually find an escape, and they find a job and they save up money to go and rescue another human traffic victim. And so what's amazing is when you don't get a miracle, you can still be a miracle for somebody else. And I think in the mindset of progressing and moving onward, and yes, whatever you sow is what you reap. I believe in that, right? But it doesn't change all the destiny and the full potential of your life as a formula, if you will, for me.
Of course, with manifestation, action towards it really needed.
Action more than belief, right? You can believe all you want, but with no action, you'll never get there, right?
Yes, true. But as human beings, when we are in new circumstances, or even we think of new phase of anything, to do anything new in the life or to go to any place, the first thing which we feel is fear. Oh my God, what's going to happen?
Yes.
What if something goes wrong? So, how do you see fear?
For me, I love the acronym. I don't know if you've ever heard of this one before, but there's, first of all, two categories of fear. There's a rational fear or irrational fear.
Yeah.
Rational fear is when my parents saw me and they looked at me, no arms, no legs, and they had fear, like, is he gonna walk? Maybe he's not gonna go to school. What if this, is he ever gonna get married? What is he gonna do? How independent is he gonna be? That fear is rational. It is good to ask those questions. For me, when I was a kid, I had a lot of irrational fear, where I would take on my life and through my filter in my mind, based on what I see, based on what I know, based on what I feel, I conclude my future by saying, I will never be married, I will never be happy, I will never find a job. And so sometimes we actually condemn our own future based on what we see. We then just limit ourselves and our future. And so FEAR, false evidence appearing real. There's so many times that we go through life that we really are afraid of something. And I'm not belittling anyone's fear, and I'm not belittling anyone's pain. But what we must understand is, do not be crippled with fear to hold you back from trying, from failing. Today's message in front of the youth there at MRU is so great. Malareddy University, is incredible that they understand that failure is not a status or a conclusion or a label. Failure is your classroom. And so you don't know what you can achieve until you try it. And many of us know that we're not perfect.
Right.
So when you understand that failure is your classroom, you get stronger and stronger and wiser along the way. And so that's the kind of mindset that I want everyone to know in the resilient mind that we can do.
Well,